All right, let me ask you something straight. Do you know what the difference is between a company that grows every single month and one that just kind of keeps saying, yeah, it's slow right now? Look, the reality is it's not luck. It's not timing. And it's definitely not who has the better product. I mean, I think we all know McDonald's proved that a long time ago. It's strategy. Specifically, it is a marketing strategy. Because here's the thing. Without a marketing strategy, the reality is you're not building a business. You're just gambling with one. Now, listen, you wouldn't take off in a jet airplane without a flight plan, right? I mean, you wouldn't fly through storms without some sort of radar. So let me ask you, you ever wonder why so many business owners are flying through the market? They've got no plan, no map, and no target. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you why every business, including yours, needs to have some sort of marketing strategy. If you ever want to scale and go beyond survival mode and get into success mode, this is what you need. See, most business owners, they think they have a marketing strategy, but what they really have is just a collection of random tactics and ideas that they see on social media. They run an ad 1 month, then they boost a post the next, then maybe they print out flyers when sales dip. Look, that's not a strategy. That's panic. A tactic is what you do. A strategy is why you do it, and when you do it, and how it connects to the bigger mission. Tactics are just pieces. Strategy is the whole playbook. So think about it. If your marketing doesn't have a destination, data, and directions, the reality is you're burning cash and you're just calling it advertising and hoping and praying. Let me just break it down the way pilots do, right? Pilot style, right? Before every flight, what do? We file a flight plan. We know what our altitude's gonna be. We know our route. We know the fuel. We know alternate landings. We know emergencies. Before we ever push back from the gate, we know all of these things. Because when problems happen, when turbulence hits, the plan is what keeps us calm. When weather shifts, we adjust. We don't panic. That's what a marketing strategy does for your business. It gives you control. It gives you clarity, and it gives you predictability. It tells your team exactly what altitude your business is climbing to, how much fuel you've got, and what adjustments to make along the way. So without it, if you don't have that, what are you doing? Well, it's easy. You're reacting instead of commanding. And reactive businesses don't scale. They just survive. They're just dying on the vine waiting. So here's your marketing flight plan. There are 5 key elements that every strategy must include, and I'm going to give these to you. Number 1, you've got to have a clear target. See, you can't hit what you can't see. So ask yourself, who's your ideal customer? I can tell you, it's not everyone. You've got to define your target the same way pilots define our destination. Number 2, message clarity. So if your marketing doesn't say who you help, what problem you solve, and why you're different, the reality is you're invisible, because confused buyers, they don't buy. Number 3, multi-channel presence. One platform, it's not a strategy. Facebook, YouTube, email events, these are all runways that feed your flight path. Don't depend on one engine to keep you airborne when you can have 3 or 4. Number 4 is consistency and cadence. See, the same message delivered over time, do you know what that builds? It builds trust. Marketing isn't a one-time event. It's airspeed. Lose momentum, lose lift. And number 5, tracking and adjustments. Just like pilots read instruments, you got to manage your key performance indicators and you got to monitor them. These are leads, conversions, ROI. If you're not tracking, what are you doing? You're guessing. And guessing doesn't grow anything. In flying, we just say it takes you to the crash site quicker. So let's talk about what strategy really is going to give your business the freedom that it needs. So when you have a marketing strategy, what you can do is you can predict your pipeline. You can scale your ads with confidence now because you know what's going to be coming, and you can now hire and plan with precision. But here's the thing. When you don't have that, you wake up every month starting at zero. You're living on referrals. You're hoping that your phone rings, and you're praying that this season will be better than the last one because you're not even sure how you made it through the last season. That is not business. That is a roller coaster life. And the thing is if you're exhausted, frustrated, or constantly saying, I just need more leads, I gotta say, what you actually need is you gotta have a system. Because systems, what they give you is they give you control. And what does control give you? Control gives you the freedom that you're looking for. So the reality is your marketing strategy is your flight path to freedom. Without it, you're grounded or you're going backwards. So here's my challenge to you. Stop saying, I need more leads. That is a quitter's way of looking at things. Start saying, I need a marketing system that creates them. That is a different strategy, because marketing without a strategy is kind of like if we were to fly without our instruments. You might stay in the air for a little while, but we all know what eventually is going to happen. Eventually, you're going to run out of fuel or just crash into the side of a mountain. So if this message hits home, drop a comment below and tell me what part of marketing in your business needs the most structure right now, because we all can get better. And if you're ready to stop winging it and you're ready to start scaling, join me inside of my business en route coaching program. This is where we actually help you build a marketing strategy that is going to get your business off the runway and flying on autopilot so it runs without you. You're going to have clarity, you're going to have control, and you're going to have consistent revenue.